like about it is when you study this, Jesus talking, how people can think that under grace they can sin and get away with it and believe that Jesus died and shed his blood. So under grace, it's not about obedience. It's all about grace. This is nothing but false teachers lying and people being deceived because they don't study the Bible. The average Christian don't know how to study the Bible. And I will keep preaching that until Jesus comes back. Because I'm telling you, if you look at biblical statistics, it's really crazy what the statistics says sometimes. And I mean, they're constantly doing these surveys. And you know, I don't live and die by it, but I study them. And I know that for sure, that the average Christian don't know how to study the Bible. They go to church, they don't know nothing about the denomination. They were invited, they got born again. So this is their church, and whatever that preacher says, they believe. Because he says he's a preacher. But who studies the preacher to find out if he's telling the truth? I bet you never thought about that one. Who studies the preacher? I do. I want to know who he is, what he is, where he come from, what he's been taught, what he believes, and how he come about it. I study all the mainline denominations. I study religious cults. I've studied world religions. I want to be well prepared for anybody that asks me a question. And I'm not saying I always have an answer for everybody. But I'm going to do the best I can to have an answer. But it comes through studying. And here in the Vine, I just want you to listen to it. If you think you can play games with God, go to church every now and then, or profess to be a Christian, and live in sin, and you go into heaven, you're deceived. It's terrible, but this is the way the church in America has become. So with that said, we're picking up on 1 John 2, 5 through 6. I want you to listen to what it says. Follow along. You're watching it. You got the same writings I got. It says, verse 5, but he who keeps, treasures his word, who bears in mind his precepts, who observes his message in its entirety. You just can't go